Ghana loses between $1.9 billion to $3 billion every year due to post-harvest loss. We are team AgriLink and we're building AgriMatch for this hackathon. AgriMatch basically helps in connecting Ghana harvests. Now, these are reasons why AgriMatch works. It gives real-time pricing, verified buyers, and fast logistics. In this demo, we are going to take you through onboarding as a buyer and also as a farmer. There's a USSD simulator for you to know our plan of implementing it offline. Because when we did our research and we talked to some buyers, we discovered that most of them don't even have a smartphone. Though some of them have a smartphone, but few percentage of them don't have a smartphone, and we don't want to leave them out. So here you can see how the simulator works. You can basically input their details. It speaks in an interactive voice response, either in English or in their Ghanaian language here. So I'm going to be logging in now to show you how the dashboard works. It asks me pop up, am I coming as a farmer, buyer, or transporter? So I want to start as a farmer. I'll input my details, my name, my phone number, and I'll just put a random phone number there for now since it's a demo. Then my harvest region, I'll put in any region. I can fill in my email and as well my password. Then I'll fill in my password. So here's how the authentication for the buyers works. For now, there's no Google authentication straight, so they have to fill in their details to get more info about them. There's a terms and condition right there for them to agree. So here, when they register, you see the dashboard. It shows the produce and all of that. They can upload their image of their produce, or if they don't want to upload their image or they don't have it, they can just use any of our placeholder images here: tomatoes, pepper, garden egg, and okra. So you input your quantity and your price. You can click on the pickup location, and then your freshness. You can say it's harvested today, yesterday, or the particular day of freshness. You can also click on the specific produce that you are listing. Next, you publish your listing. So after publishing the listing, you can see it here. You can edit your active listing. You can edit the listing here. Or since I don't want to edit, I'll just cancel. You can delete if you want to, but I don't want to delete it, so I'm going to leave it there. It shows the market trend. It shows the quick tips, and that's basically it for the buyer. So you can go to the marketplace as a buyer. You can see the different produce that are currently in the marketplace. You can filter out the ones you want. For now, I just clicked on, I only inputted 3 demo data, so I can put the filter based on price, based on location, and based on the crop type. Basically, I can message the farmer, I can view an order. Here's the map. Also, I can make produce based on the map, yeah, or based on the list, so I can view it. This was the garden egg. I can view, I can select the image. I can also go back. I can go back and yeah. So now I want to log in as a buyer. So I'll log in as a buyer. I'll input my details with a different account. You can be a buyer and also a farmer at the same time, but I just want to use a different account for the buyer because I want to message. There's a messaging feature there. So if I want it to be different people now without the same email or that, so I'm going to create my account. Can view the terms and condition. To make it legal, there's a whole lot of terms and condition here. You can read through and then you can accept it. So here as a buyer, so I'm going to fill in now. I'll fill in my name. I'll fill in my phone number. Bosco Peters. Then fill in my phone number. I'll fill in my email and my password. Then I agree to terms and condition. I create an account. Then yeah, there's a toast there that shows. So when I create an account, it takes me directly to the marketplace. As I said, I demoed only 3 data, so there are not a lot of listings here. I'll add more. I can go to the chat. Probably want to message a farmer, Duranta Piki. That's the owner of these garden eggs that I created in the other Gmail. You see why I wanted to use different accounts so I can message. So I can message them here to tell them a message. Probably look for the nearest pickup joints closest to where I stay, or also bargain prices, so these farmers can actually interact here and they'll receive a notification. We tried imputing the email notification, but because of time and we got some limitation, so there's no email feature for now, but that's what we're planning on doing. Probably scale it, include email notification and SMS, because when we actually did an interview with this farmer, we discovered that most of them, they receive more messages via emails and SMS, most of them email. So I can filter, I can also pay. So I want to pay for 11 quantities. It takes me through the payment system, which is sponsored by Flutterwave. I can click here to choose the network I want to pay, anything. Then I click on get pin, then proceed to payment. When I click on proceed to payment, here I since this is a demo data, is a mock OTP, basically for Flutterwave is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I click on it. There's no real transaction involved, but there's a real payment integration here. So this is more like a demo. You complete my payment, and here I receive an email. While filling this, I received an email immediately after filling. So I can go back to the quantities. I can see it here. I can go back to if I want to probably buy or look at other marketplaces here. This account I was not a buyer, so it's not showing any orders here because I didn't buy. I just use this as I was not a farmer rather, so I didn't farm. So I can see my orders here is pending because the other buyer has not received or has not accepted it. So I can track it here. Order confirmed. The next thing is harvest. It just shows the list of things that ought to be here: the harvest, the departure of and arrival destination. Basically, you can see my orders. I have 2 orders for garden eggs here, and then I can go back to my logistics. Here you can accept the load. This is basically for the logistics services. They can either accept load, they can reject, or yeah, they can skip. So let's say I accept the load now. After accepting, it's in transit. I mark that it's done in transit. Then I also mark delivered, so that shows that that load has been delivered, basically for the logistics or transporter. Then now I'll be going back to the other account where I was a buyer, where I was a farmer. So I went to my other account where I listed out the produce that I have here. I can see my messages here. I'll just see the messages from the other accounts that I logged in as a buyer. You can see the message and I can reply. If I have a reply, probably I can give a reply. I can also see the orders here. I can be the one to accept it or reject the order. So the orders are listed there. I can make another order. So in the message, I'll just give a message. So the real-time messaging and communication, it shows if there's any notification, if there are more images, there are 10 images, 20 images, 20 messages rather, it shows there. So it gives a toast that message is sent and all of that. I can view the listings, I can also view the orders. So there are the messages. I just have only one message rather, and that's it there. As a farmer, I can also buy if I want to, or I can message another farmer. So here I can buy if I want to, but since I've bought, I don't want to be buying that again. So I can go back here. I can also use the map to just understand how the marketplace works basically. So here it's how it works. So bridge the gaps between the issue of post-harvest loss. That's what we're solving. So now I'm going back to my buyer's dashboard. It shows that I also have a message from the farmer. So here it's when I log in, immediately I see a message here. So I don't need to start guessing. After I log in, I see a notification that there's a message here. So I can also reply that farmer. Basically me replying the farmer, and I can see everything seamless here. I can see the available load as a transporter. I can accept the load or reject it. I'm going to accept it here. It gives a toast that I've accepted it, and I can go to my dashboard. I can switch my roles if I want to. I don't want to switch roles. I can see my logistics. There are no available roles right now because I've accepted all the loads. I can go to my order. I can track my order. So the 2 orders have been placed. I can view the order here. See, it has departed home, arrival at destination. I can confirm delivery if I want to. So delivery has been confirmed. I didn't put any review. And I swear give a rating or review. So okay, the next one, let me give a rating now. I'll go back to the second order that I haven't confirmed yet, and I'll leave a review. So let me leave a review. I can start probably how was the experience. So I'll rate the experience and give it a star. Basically, probably 5 or 4, but I'll just leave 5. So I submit the review, and there, the review is submitted. I can view it. Scroll down. I'll probably be seeing the review by Bosco.